What's happening, Chief? I really hope you're doing well. I'm uploading this video on New Year's Day, so the theme of this video is going to be very important. And if you're watching this much later, that's fine, it'll still be valid. New Year's resolutions, in my opinion, the most pointless thing. They're bullshit, and you know they're bullshit, especially if you make them. Maybe you will stick to them, right? And it's ironic because I've set myself a few goals for the year, but the idea that you're just going to turn your life around just because it's a new year, you're making yourself feel better about your failures. That's what you're doing. It's classic. December comes along, it's all Christmassy, you're feeling bubbly, you're indulging more, which is fine. But as you're feeling bubbly and happy, in that state of grace, you convince yourself that as soon as that's all over, you're going to turn your life around. You're going to make everything better. You're going to be more focused and driven. You're going to take 2024 or 2025 or this year more seriously than you ever have. And then what happens? January comes along. You get over the hangover. Maybe you do for a couple weeks. Start on those new things because you're motivated. Either two things happen. Either it comes along and you realize it's hard fucking work and you don't even try, because that bubbly feeling, that goes because you're not merry. And you realize that saying and doing are two different things. Or you do actually try for the first week or so. Maybe you're motivated. Maybe the new year gives you some placebo effect of feeling motivated, feeling fresh. Because sometimes it can do that. But then, well, guess what happens, bro? That will leave. Because motivation doesn't last forever. Discipline lasts forever. You do it for a week, maybe even a month. And then suddenly that feeling goes. And because you don't feel like it, you stop. And then you go right back to it. Maybe you had a good, productive half of January. And then you break your New Year's resolution. It's because you lack discipline, bro. Motivation comes and goes. That relies on feeling. Discipline, that comes from you not listening to how you feel. Because it's all mental masturbation in December. The way the human brain works is that if you tell other people about their goals and they validate you for it and you validate yourself for it, you get the emotions or feelings like you've already achieved it, like you know it's going to happen in the future. So you get this confidence in your future because you convince yourself that you'll get there. But then when it actually comes into doing the fucking work, you can't be bothered. So you're making yourself feel better about something that doesn't even exist. Mental masturbation. The tool of an idiot, the tool of a lazy person. That's why I say less, do more, because the more you speak about something, the more you can convince yourself you've already done it. And that's what New Year's resolutions are, saying all the shit you're going to do. So here's what I think you should do. If you do have New Year's resolutions, you probably already told a few people. But keep them up here. Make them in your head. And don't validate yourself for it until you've actually made progress or done it. Because that future version of you does exist. But to get there, you have to go through a lot of work, a lot of feeling tired, a lot of hard work, and a lot of days that you may not enjoy. But when you get there, you'll actually be proud of yourself and it will mean more than it ever has. Those New Year's resolutions that you want to set, that better life, that feeling you get in December, that is achievable, and there's an even better feeling out there. The feeling of achieving something. But to get there, you need to stop telling people what you're going to be, because telling is nothing. Stop telling people how good you're going to be. Stop telling people your goals unless you're confident you'll do something about it. And when the motivation goes, say you start in January, when the motivation goes, remind yourself why you're doing it. Remind yourself of the goals you've set in your mind. And remember that discipline is doing the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it. So what that means is if you really want to get your New Year's resolution, say less, do more. See you later, Chief.